Yes, sir.
What's up, people? We're back here again over on Sturd Vision, and tonight we are on that same road to Carolina Fear Fest. We're discussing Shocker and Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Yippee Skippy, Ippy Dippy, two of America's Most Wanted. Go check out that song by the greatest legend, Tupac, after the episode. What's good, guys? How's it going? How's your
What's
week?
up?
How's your weekends? Well, the
Too damn
beginning of
long.
weekends, I should say.
Not bad at all,
I'm at
Buttercup.
work.
Weeks are too long and the weekends are too short.
I agree with that 1,000,000,000%. I feel like we
I don't
deserve.
even call them. I don't even call them weekends anymore. I call them lunch breaks. That's what it feels like.
Lunch breaks.
You know what I mean? It's a lunch
Nice
break.
little lunch break. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Why is
We
this
can use
shit
a
long?
third. We can use a third.
I'm just glad to be off the weekend.
But
Yeah, right. You finally get a weekend off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
that's
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. But anyway, so as far as I know, Henry said you didn't get a chance to watch him, but we'll discuss him anyway. Shocker, we'll start with that because Jeff, you said you did. Actually, no, let's discuss Texas Chainsaw Massacre real quick, Matt. Just
Okay.
because we're the ones who got to watch that one.
The Saw is the family.
Second time watch for me. I watched this one time last year. I like this one. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. I don't know why it's not talked about more.
This isn't the one with Matthew McConaughey, right?
No, that's the fourth one.
New Generation.
Next generation.
That's the
That's part 4.
That was
that's
fun.
the prequel, right? Isn't that a prequel
No.
or something? No.
No, there wasn't a
It's
prequel
completely
until
different. There's the beginning, which is the 2000 and something one. There's the remake, the beginning, and there's another one that's up there in the 2000 era. But this was from 1990.
Yeah. This one. Anyway, this. I don't know why this one's not talked about more often though. This one was pretty decent, and I don't really hear it in conversation too much.
Ken Foray is the man in this one.
He is.
He's awesome in the. He's just a badass. He's like, what the fuck's going on with this run?
Badass bald black dude just kicking ass, and you're so happy. Like, yeah, this guy, he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it.
And he's packing. He doesn't have like your normal fucking gun. He's got a freaking like M16 or something in his like trunk.
And he's fighting, he's shooting, he ain't running. I'm like, this guy, man, I would have ran. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
My favorite bad guy though is the owner of the gas station. That crazy ass dude. The things he says, it just makes you laugh.
Oh my gosh. Yo, like, you know what was funny about, so let's talk about that scene real quick, for the gas station scene when the couple first gets there is like, first of all, the dude just goes right to the bathroom. He must have had the shit bad or something, but he goes like right to the bathroom and just kind of just leaves his chick in the car or whatever. I'm not saying she should have sat in the bathroom with him, but it was just, I don't know, it felt kind of weird. And then this dude just comes up with the thing, talking about somebody can service you or whatever, service the car, and he starts acting all weird, like he's putting the gas in it, acting like he's humping it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And all this shit's going on, Blondie saves her or whatever, kind of, sort of, but you kind of get this weird feeling from him, like, this guy seems a little too comfortable around him, but maybe he's nice. And of course, you find out he's fucking not. He's a part of the fucking family. He just has all of his teeth. Oh, man.
You know that's Viggo Mortensen that played that character?
Who?
Viggo Mortensen.
Who's that?
He was in the Lord of the Rings movies. He was Aragorn. He was also.
Oh, really?
Yep. He was. What's the other one? Hidalgo. I think he was in Hidalgo. He's been in a bunch of other big films, but this is one of his younger ones.
Nice. That's something that's cool about horror, though, that I do love seeing is when you see like an actor or an actress that has a huge name now or big name now,
Mm-hmm.
and they started off in horror, or like they were in horror in the beginning of their career at the very least, even if it wasn't like their first, you know what I mean, first movie or whatever. Like
There's a
Kevin
bunch of
Bacon.
actors and actresses that started out in horror.
Yeah. But fuck, where was I at with this movie? The fucking this didn't really follow any of them though, did it?
It follows a little bit, but it's weird because, like in the first two, it's kind of like you're out in the middle of the desert. And they show like Texas. This one, they're like in a swamp. Like it shows that they're in a desert area, and then all of a sudden later on, they're in this forest swamp area, and that's where they're dumping all the bodies and everything. And they have booby traps all lined up. There's snare traps. There's bear traps. There's whole kind of weird traps all over the place. So it turns out to like almost like a Survivor type film. And you have a bunch of other people in the woods, like that one girl that was a lone survivor from a previous attack that we don't see. Of course, Camphore shows up and they get into an accident, and all these other characters start showing up, which are technically the part of the family, trying to snag them all up. But yeah, it plays a little bit kind of like towards it, but it plays a little different at the same time.
Say that last part again, Matt.
I said it goes towards the franchise a little bit with the whole, and then you got Grandpa there. They're eating people. They got the whole like butchery set up. But again, then it goes into like a swamp area, which is kind of like a weird offsetting, even though they're in Texas.
Yeah. I did like the scene where they're nailing the chicks, they're like strapping her down, like kind of nailing her hand to the chair.
Yep.
She's asking like, "Why are you doing this?" And the little girl's like, "Because Grandpa needs your blood to survive," or some shit.
Yep.
Just says it all calm and nonchalant. Because what makes it kind of cool but kind of creepy at the same time is because it's the little girl saying all nonchalant with that weird doll she's wearing with the teeth. And just like
a doll with teeth.
That's
just weird fucked up doll.
Fucking yeah, you got to see it. And it was actually Jennifer Banco, who was in Friday the 13th Part 7 as a little kid. She was Tina in the boat.
I think this is the only one I've never watched.
It's not bad. It's one you should check out. It's funny you say that though, because it's out of the franchise. It's the last one that I've seen. My first time watching it was either earlier this year or sometime like the end of last year at some point for whatever reason. I forgot why. And threw it on, and I enjoyed it. Speaking of which, I'll tell you how much I enjoyed it. I'd probably give it.
How many chainsaws you're gonna give it?
6.5, I'll say.
How many?
6.5 for this one.
Yeah, I think I'd give it like a 7. I had fun with it. The music's pretty cool with it too. It's got that 90s vibe. Like, it's weird. Like, the first Texas Chainsaw was in the 70s. Part 2 was in the 80s. And now this third one was in the 90s. It definitely has that cool 90s feel. It's got some cool practical effects, too. Like, when they're holding up the dude upside down. And the little girl's going, "Oh, let me do it this time." And they're doing the countdown. And the fucking pickaxe thing comes flying and nailing them in the head.
You know what? I'm gonna bump this up to a 7 because you're absolutely right with some cool shit like that. You can't just, you know what I mean?
Right.
But oh fuck. Yeah, this is definitely something you guys should check out. I say check out when you can, and then give us your ratings when you can, and we can dive in a little more if you guys want to. But let's dive into Shocker, just because we've most of us have seen this one. This movie here, Shocker, fucking funny, so fucking ridiculous. So
wasn't that character? Wasn't he supposed to be like the next Freddy? Wasn't that the idea?
They were trying to, yeah.
They definitely tried. Which real quick, before we discuss this next movie, I gotta show you guys something pretty damn cool. Another cast is for a cause. Brought to you by the Scene Snobs, May 17th at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. This one, the call is going to Hunters Against Hate, and it's sponsored by Carolina Fear Fest. We're going to be doing a script read of Scream. You
OG
heard
Scream.
it. That's right. A live script read of the OG Scream. And that night at midnight,
Feeling a little
got an
woozy.
announcement for us over here on Sturd Vision. We're going to be reviewing the movie, Scary Movie. First one.
Man,
So this is on the
I
7th.
love that movie.
May 7th. So technically May 18th at midnight. So May 18th, 12 a.m. we'll be reviewing that movie. This guy ripped the damn calendar off the wall.
How'd you know that's what I was reaching for?
He's making sure he's writing that down. I'm being there.
Yeah,
I don't care whose birthday it is.
That's gonna be one for the books.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, this is another cool Wes Craven film coming off with Nightmare on Elm Street and all that. It's definitely got that feel, but we have a cool new villain, Horace Pinker, who was a fucking serial killer. Got all the TVs, shit, his TV repair shop.
Mm-hmm.
Got all set up for like hidden traps and shit.
Yeah.
Which was cool. It was cool. Like I honestly wish they could have went further with this with a couple more, just to kind of see what they could have done. I know you don't want it to be like Freddy or Jason or anything like that, but kind of be its own thing, because I like how they use the electricity with this. I thought that was pretty cool. It was kind of different, especially for its time. And again, it worked. It was fun, and it was funny as shit at times, and just fucking silly as. Oh my god, it was silly at times. So
was it
silly.
meant to be? Like that's the angle they were going, or just okay?
Definite horror comedy. Definite horror comedy.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Yeah,
and it worked as a horror comedy. Not like
some of the punchlines and all that, or the one-liners he was saying. Yeah, you could tell they were trying to go get some comedy in it for sure.
All right, I'll say
you're going from channel to channel, how all the goofiness was happening, and they're all he's being all goofy through it. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, when they're fighting through the channels, that was funny.
Mm-hmm. Funny and creative. I will say this to you though, guys. It is no Helen Keller movie. It is not like that at all.
No. There's only one.
Not even close. There's only one. And I got to say this because, Henry, you weren't here for this. I don't know if you're here for this or not, Jeff. But the last episode we did, Matt changed his rating from a 4 to a 7 for the Helen Keller movie. He went back and rewatched it after he wasn't as tired.
I just wasn't in a good mood at the time. And I just wasn't getting the comedy as much as I used to, because I'm like, wait a minute, I liked the stupid groundhog one, the caddy hack, and it's in the very same style. I'm like, why am I not liking this one? This is like right up my alley. And I know I had a bad night the night before. I was exhausted. I'm watching this, and you gotta be in the right mood set. And
for that movie,
I was in the wrong mood set watching it.
That movie's
that movie was awesome.
Yeah,
that movie was awesome. I loved it.
That's why people say, "Oh, that movie sucks." I go, sometimes watch it again, get yourself in a different mindset, and all of a sudden you're going,
exactly.
Why did I hate that? This movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Sometimes you get to watch Dead Alive.
Well, we're supposed to be watching that. That's supposed to be one of the.
I threw it on the wheel. Threw it on the wheel, and like right now, the wheel we're working on is the Carolina Fear Fest wheel, because I'm going down there in next month, the end of May. Shit, wow.
Yeah.
I had a quick brain fart.
I gotta check that.
I'm going down there next month. So so just reviewing the movies of certain people that are gonna be down there, some of their movies and all that shit on Sturd Vision and Horror with Sturdy, and then after that, going back to the regular wheels or regular themes depending on the show. So we'll get back to it, and some things will be picked out for certain things. Like Society's definitely going to be picked out once we all. I know we're all going to be here after May.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to watch that movie. Holy shit!
I cannot wait. I would love.
I told you I would wait. I'm waiting. We'll see.
Now my thing is, if we can set this up, I'm saying this now out loud before we discuss Shocker more. I would love to do a watch party for that movie, because that movie is such a Like if we can all set up a decent time for us, even if it's on a day we're not reviewing the movie. If it has to be like a day where it's like a week beforehand, like we're just watching it as a watch party before that's our thing. We're not doing an episode. I'm fine with that. And then the following week we'll review the movie. Because the first time, for Jeff, you've never seen it. I want to see your facial expression for the first time you see the movie and just hear what you got to say, especially for the shunting. Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh my God. Yeah. So we're going to do that, guys. We're going to, when we know we have this set up, we're going to make that instead of having an episode, we're going to have a watch party. And you guys can join that watch party and join the comments and all that fun stuff. And we're going to have a good time over on the Discord, and we're gonna watch that movie together. And I can't wait. And then the following week we're gonna review it. So I'm sure those of you, if you got to rewatch it, so like if Jeff had to rewatch it, he could rewatch it during the week just to get that refresher. But I just have to be there to see his face and to hear what he had to say the first time. So we're gonna set this up.
I'm having a hard time with this tonight.
Yeah. I wish you could hardwire, but you said your shit's in a different room, right?
It's in a different room, yeah, but it's just when this when I'm streaming. Like the other things are fine. As soon as I pull this up, that's when
it pulls more. It pulls more. That's why.
Oh.
So if you could hardwire, it would be better. Or even if you had like one of those wireless.
Well, that belch was in a cool like lag. Like he made the face. He did the belch noise. Then like 3 seconds later, there's the face of it.
That is true.
Delayed. I'll participate as much as I can.
More about Shocker though, Jeff. You said you've seen this in theaters.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was in theaters or not, but I remember when it first came out. And I wanted to see it. I remember when it was real popular back then too, like 89 or 90, I think it came out.
89. It was
pretty popular. Yeah, it's pretty popular. So I remember it. So this is like my second or third time seeing it, but I haven't watched it in so long. But yeah. And as I was watching it, I was remembering some of it. So
you know what's crazy about this, guys? Real quick, I want to just point this out there. He said this movie came out in 89. You guys know Jeff was 35 years old in 1989?
And we were 4.
Why did I know you were going to say something like that? Yo? I am not old, bro.
I told you my youngest asked me if I was a slave when I was a kid. Twice.
He did.
Yeah.
He wouldn't accept no for an answer. He's like, nah, he's lying. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Yo, he thinks you're over 400 years old. He thinks you're mad old.
Like, I don't
know. What if I'm more upset? Could you think I'm that old? Or could you think I was a slave? Like, damn. Wow. Oh, we gotta put him down. Like, no, son, no.
Should have said, yeah. You know, master.
He's gonna start yelling at his mom.
Henry's in the big house.
The green screen went away, dude.
I'm like, where'd it go?
Oh my gosh.
He's picking cotton out of the pill bottles and he's having flashbacks.
Memories.
Bad memories.
It was one man family reunion.
Oh man. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm ready. For Shocker. I'm ready.
Let's hear it.
I'm ready for Shocker, guys. I'm ready.
See, I got one now, like a common theme, though, that I see from movies of this era or this type of movie is, can anyone guess? The chase scene when he was running away. You got a football star. He's a football hero, they called him, right? Mm-hmm. Trying to run away from a dude with a bum leg, and he's already half beat up. But he's still keeping up with him. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, spread him out more or something. I get the whole, he's going to catch you and all that, but I mean,
I like the whole body swapping idea. How he
like
body to body and hide in plain sight, kind of.
Yeah,
but the only way to find out is with that facial expression and the limp.
The limp, yeah.
And then that necklace that he had that like pulled him out of the body he was in or whatever.
Yep. That was cool too.
He threw in the river. Yeah. I mean,
for the voodoo or something, or just
No, it's like it's kind of like almost like sci-fi horror, if you will, because he can go into the television and travel through TV and come out of a television and then get into someone's body.
He did the voodoo thing.
It was like a voodoo thing because he does do some ritual.
Yeah, right. He was doing some witchcraft shit or something.
He does. Yeah, when he's in prison.
Yeah,
of all places.
Yeah. When he's hooked up to that television. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing some shit, and like there's like electricity going on, and like lightning hits the bars, and it's like hitting the shit that's hooked up to him. And they go to open his cell, and he hooks up something to the cell real quick, and it electrocutes them and heats up the cell and kind of like melts the lock. So it's like locked in there, and then he just it was kind of cool though. It was weird, but it was cool.
I remember bits and pieces of this movie. I remember I always got it mixed up with Lawnmower Man.
I've never seen that, but I've yet to.
You've never seen Lawnmower Man? Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro. You gotta watch.
No, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that bad.
There's similarities, right? Or am I just?
I mean, sort of. I don't remember Lawnmower Man enough to say that. I do remember the movie. I liked it. I remember that.
Lawnmower Man's more like your virtual reality and going into virtual reality style.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that going on. Where Shocker was more, he does the voodoo. He gets electrocuted.
It's like voodoo and possession.
Possession. Like when that psychiatrist came in right when he got electrocuted. That's when he kind of transferred his soul into her. That's how he got out pretty much. Because remember when he collapsed, he just disappeared.
I know what he did before he left.
Like, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
And then she kills the two cops in the beginning.
Well, one of my favorite parts is when he possessed that little girl. She had that face. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this part. That was pretty cool.
She spits
hops in the bulldozer and tries to run his ass over. I'm like, yeah, I remember that shit. Okay.
Yeah, yo, and then started dragging her foot when she was going after him, started dragging her foot. I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
That's cool.
Going after the little girl. I was like, what are you doing going after that little girl?
Oh, I know. It looked like he was trying to hurt her or something. Yeah.
Yep. And then he
had to be an officer with the worst aim I've ever seen in my life when they're running through the park and he's shooting at him like 18 times with a 6-shooter. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reload. No, we're gonna keep shooting. All right. Whatever.
Yep. Oh yeah.
The reload was off camera.
yeah, right. It was too fast. We didn't see it.
See, with movies like
that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. See, if you correct that kind of shit, to me, it makes it'll boost it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? I had that same complaint about the other movie. About the chase scene.
I'll say yes and no for that.
Anybody with common sense knows that you have a 6-shooter. I should hear 6 loud bangs, and then you should be doing something to the pistol. You know what I mean? Reload.
Agreed. But I will say this too. At the same time, with a movie like this, it doesn't bother me as much as it would if it was like a higher budget, like a higher tier film. If it wasn't like a B, you know what I mean? Then it's like, what the fuck? Come on, you got to make this more
like for instance, like a movie like John Wick, right? You be counting the whole movie instead of watching it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's accurate. You know, if you count it like the shotguns. You know what I'm saying? If you count it, he reloads at the right time.
He does like real training with like.
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves will beat your ass. Yeah, Keanu Reeves that dude knows his shit. But not just Wick, but other movies like that. Like they got the gun, the reload counts right, and all that. Aspects that are controllable that they could have made better like that. You know what I mean? Which would have raised it up a few points in my opinion. You know what I mean? So
I feel
picky shit, but.
Maybe maybe a little bit. I don't know how much for me, because it was a fun film overall, but it wasn't like a great like oh my gosh, because it was like I understand how it had its horror elements, but I also see why it's like a horror sci-fi type of film, but / comedy. And again, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. I will say that I do recommend.
Yeah, definitely worth a watch. Yeah, definitely worth a watch. I would not be mad if I had to pay for that movie.
Neither one of them, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Neither one of them.
Good. I thought this was Amerikaz.
Considering the effects and the time that it came out, it was pretty good. It was good. And I don't know. I don't know if they tried to, like with the running scene and the shooting, like if they tried to exaggerate it, kind of like a Helen Keller movie. Like there was obvious fucking jokes in that Helen Keller movie. They were fake. They were great. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they were trying to do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know if they were trying to do that or if it's something that they just overlooked, but, you know, certain movies that kind of works, like that Helen Keller movie, the shit was perfect in my opinion. I thought it was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
But this one, it's more like, wait, why is this guy so slow? He's a football star. He should be gone.
He's got bad knees.
You know what I mean? Well, I guess you could throw that in.
He's no O.J. Simpson. Let's just put it that way. I got
beat up too, and he's got like he's hurt pretty bad too. I think wasn't that the same scene where he jumped into the lake to dive in for the necklace?
This was before that. This was before that. Yeah, the first scene where I forgot the cop's name, but the officer was shooting at him that he possessed. He came to his house, and then he took off out the back door, and then he ends up chasing him. That scene. That's the one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's running through the park, and everybody's like, "Wow, what's going on over there?" Oh, just a cop shooting at somebody. And you ever notice in the background, there's people like having a picnic. There's a cop bucking at this guy, and they're all just like nothing's happening. I'm like, they're not reacting to the gunshots. So that kind of shit. I noticed shit like that. You know what I mean?
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Kind of off topic. Mm-hmm. Did you guys ever do Don't Be a Menace to South Central?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You guys
have a problem? Yeah.
I missed it.
Oh, we did that over on Popcorn and Pints a minute ago. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking of that scene where the cops are playing that Rodney King ride game.
Oh yeah, the video game where they're beating the hell out of him. Yeah. Yeah, that movie's hilarious. Yeah.
But now we gotta
get a job. I'm a test crash dummy.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, do we have a problem here?
It's a USSR nuke in a mail truck.
Yeah, nuke.
What the fuck is that?
With the
remote.
Loke Dog. OG Loke Dog.
Yeah, Loke Dog. Yup. That movie was funny as hell.
Hell yeah.
But this one, I'm surprised. Like, man, I think they could have made a second one of these, a sequel to this. I think they could have.
I do too.
In fact, watching it again, I'm kind of surprised they didn't. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't, because the ending, you could still make a sequel from that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how it performed in the box office. I didn't look that up, but watching it again, I would have definitely paid for a second one for sure.
It probably didn't do too well, but I definitely would have paid for a second one too. Because again,
let me see if I can find that.
The concept of electricity, I think, was really freaking cool with this movie. Just that concept alone, with how he's traveling through electricity and all that, and that's how he like recharges himself, repowers himself back up. And it's like the way to stop him is to turn the power off. Remember, he got like stuck in the TV or whatever or something. Then he turned the power off, he turned the TV off and shit. And it's like there's a way he can come back. Because there was something they did. There was something that happened at the end of the movie. I forgot what exactly, but
that electricity was his avenue. Like Freddy was Dreams, Jason, Camp. Michael.
Well, see, I kind of got that because when he was sleeping, I had to have Rhino there to wake him up when he started freaking out because he was about to. So I was like, wait a minute. I was like, are they trying to, because now that I'm watching it to review it, I paid a little more attention than as a casual watcher. I'm like, okay, so are they trying to have some Nightmare on Elm Street type shit? With the electricity thing, or like what is? Because it was kind of in his dream, just the same way he saw the first murders. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So he noticed he was seeing shit before it happened, and then kind of showed up to the place and would stop the situation or try to stop the situation. He tried it for this one, and he had his boy wake him up. Yeah, because the guy in the dream seen him. And I'm just like, okay, that's kind of a cool concept. It's kind of, similar to the Freddy aspect, but different in the same way because
that's kind of suspect too, going to a dude's dream. Like,
so this one took. It says it was released on October 27th in '89, and it earned where'd it go? 16.6 million.
How much?
And that was 16.6 million, and that was second place behind Look Who's Talking. Remember that movie? John Travolta.
Yeah.
That's the same. That's when this came out. This took second place to Look Who's Talking.
There's no reason that this movie, Look Who's Talking, got a sequel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shocker could have had one. I absolutely would have watched that for sure.
How much did Look Who's Talking make while we're at it? Just because you're right there.
That was, let's see. Look Who's Talking.
And also, what was the budget? I mean, even if it made that much,
Shocker.
It wasn't profitable then.
Let me see.
We're doing math with Sir Sturdy here.
Yep, we got to. Let's give
Look Who's Talking. 297 million.
That's what it made
on a budget of 7.5 million. Yeah. But you got to think now. You got to think. So, Shocker, it's a horror genre. It's not. Look Who's Talking is an everybody genre. So you can take your whole family to watch that. Where Shocker, you're not bringing a kid to watch that movie. So I expect Look Who's Talking to be a little higher.
Not only that, but like Shocker
and it's John Travolta. I mean, keep it real. Everybody loves John Travolta. You know what I'm saying? So there's another.
Yeah.
You know. So let me see what the budget was for the other one here real quick.
And but another thing too, you could throw in there is Shocker. Like it was a fun movie, but it wasn't like one of those oh my god, like holy shit horror movies. You got like oh my god, you gotta see this show. Go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the budget on this. But holy shit, 7 mil made 200 some odd.
Well, because I think what happened too was he worked.
The budget.
Wes Craven worked on People Under the Stairs in 1991.
Yeah, I remember.
Shocker was 89, so he went to his next project.
Right after.
That's why they probably didn't do Shocker 2.
The Shocker was the budget was $5 million.
So
there's a budget of $5 million, and the 16.5 was the. It did 4.5 its opening week.
And that's domestic or international?
That is in the U.S.
Oh, so
U.S. and Canada. Sorry, U.S. and Canada. So
still, that's not bad.
Not bad considering its genre. Like I said, I would expect Look Who's Talking to have more because it's family oriented. You bring in more people to the theater with you, where it would just be us, not us and our families going to watch it if we all went together.
John Travolta's a fucking.
That's like 10 more tickets. Yeah, and John Travolta.
You know what though, Jeff? I beg to differ because I feel like it varies depending on how old your children are and what you would let them see horror-wise.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, I'm not going to bring a 4-year-old to watch Shocker. You know what I'm saying? But imagine that. Sure. We're going to go see Shocker. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. But but you could bring a child that understands the concept of a movie to see Look Who's Talking, and they would still find it funny. Like, there's something for everyone in that movie. Where Shocker is more a pointed genre. You know what I'm saying? So those numbers don't surprise me.
Oh, but Look Who's Talking.
That was a good movie. I liked it. Look Who's Talking. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's because you jerked off to it because of Christy Alley.
No, I didn't do that. But I still like the movie.
How does that get your attention, Henry?
You want to hear something crazy? What's the highest budget horror movie ever? Is World War Z, Brad Pitt.
Because of him.
It's still the highest.
That's fucking nerd. I'm sorry.
Highest grossing one. I mean,
yeah, most of that budget.
People wanted to see it based on the book too. Whoever read the book,
thank you.
I went to go see it as well.
That movie, it shouldn't have even been a movie. It should have been a mini series on Netflix.
That would actually work.
Each episode, Matt.
And you know what? I would even dare say if that shit was like that with Brad Pitt in it, it would have done better than Walking Dead.
Yes. It's Brad Pitt. You can't deny him. He's a great actor, but
oh my god, he was awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the book. It's not one consistent story. Well, it kind of is, but you have a guy going around the world interviewing people after the zombie outbreak.
Yep.
Each episode should have been.
I didn't read the book, so
yeah. There was some pretty cool stories. There was one where it was I think in Japan, I want to say, and like they live in like high rises, right? And you had one kid that never left the house. It was like a hardcore gamer. That never left the house, and his neighbor, I think downstairs, was blind. And the blind guy didn't know what was going on, obviously, because he can't see worth a shit. And then the gamer kid just was playing games all the time, didn't realize what was going on. So then they had to break out of the high rise together. And they ended up.
Oh, the gamer and the blind guy?
Yeah. He like.
Damn, imagine that.
The kid like tied a bunch of sheets together and like propelled down to him, and then they got out because the blind guy like was really good with swords and shit. He just couldn't see.
Yeah. So. Like Michonne from Walking Dead.
Yeah, but blind.
Right.
In Oriental.
But
like you probably.
Yeah, Shocker was I don't know, I liked it. I was not mad sitting through that movie. I thought it was pretty cool.
No, same here. And it was fun. It was fun. It had its funny parts. Fucking as a matter of fact, when the scene after he electrocutes himself and all that, and he's laying down on the ground, and the cops are like, you gotta give him mouth to mouth. He's like, no, you gotta do it.
Oh yeah, they're like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Then he gives the dude mouth to mouth. Then he bites his bottom lip, and he's just like biting on his bottom lip.
He stretches that shit like this far away. Yeah.
Yep. The other dude tries to pull his finger out, and then he just bites the dude's fingers. I'm like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, man.
He's a nut job.
He is. And just Oh man. Then he's like begging to get electrocuted. He's begging to get electrocuted. After he gets electrocuted, he's sitting there smiling. Here was the funny and fucked up part. So he's sitting there smiling, right? And dude just instead of just like, yo, let's turn it on again. Let's wait a few minutes. The dude, the doctor is like, yo, or not even the doctor.
Yeah. He says, doctor, get in there and check him out. I'm like, why? His eyes are open. Turn that shit on again.
No. I'm not. No, I would say not the doctor told him to get in. It was like the sergeant told the doctor, like, yo, doctor, go in there. She goes in there and checks her. Nurse, go in there and check him. Yeah. And I'm like, you clearly see him open his eyes and he's breathing. Why would you send her in there? Then he electrocutes her, and then they fucking. Oh man,
that was a mistake.
That's the start of the whole body transference.
Yeah, that was a mistake. So
yeah, but the body transformation I thought was a cool aspect, and I thought the electric thing was also another cool aspect of this film.
Plus the way he was getting in and out of the televisions was pretty cool too. I like
that was awesome, and changing the channels and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And just doing random shit. I liked how, honestly, it was funny / cool how in the beginning how he takes the cop's outfit, how he kills the one cop behind his doorway thing, his little hideout. You don't see him do it, but once they open the door, you see that his throat's slit and he's just like in it.
You see all the blood coming out from underneath. That's how they figured out there was like a door.
Yeah.
Well, and they call for backup and they're beating on the door. And this guy, he escapes. And they're like, the two cops are just like, oh, so and so, whatever the cop's name is. They think it's him. I don't know how they don't know it's not him
because his head's tilted down and his hat's covering his eyes. So they just look. They look at the body. They see the badge. They think, oh, it's him. They just turn away.
They don't even notice the limp. You're right.
And then all of a sudden, boom! He stabs the black girl first, then cuts the other guy's throat right then and there.
Boom, boom, quick
2 kills.
So. Yeah, this is definitely something. If you haven't seen it, fucking go see it. Definitely go see it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch for sure.
And
it's pretty cool.
For me to jump into the ratings for this one, I'll give it a 6.5. I think I like TMC a little bit better. So I'll give this on a 6.5. And Jeff, what did you give the first one again? Leatherface? Or did I even ask you for that?
I didn't see that one. I didn't get a chance to watch that one. Yeah.
All right, what do you give this one then?
Shocker?
Yeah.
7.
7?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How about you, Matt?
I give this one an 8.5.
Oh, nice.
I freaking love it. The soundtrack is awesome. It's rocking.
Fucking soundtrack is.
I have the CD.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That soundtrack's actually pretty damn good.
Fucking ball.
7.5. 7.5. Yeah, the soundtrack is dope.
I was gonna say I do enjoy the soundtrack for this, and it's not even my style of music, but it fits so fucking well with the movie. It's beautiful.
I found the soundtrack on eBay. I said, "Fuck it, I'm buying that."
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a good soundtrack. It really was.
Yeah, horror movies and metal kind of go hand in hand.
Oh yeah,
yeah, so well.
Yeah,
even with some rap, like with some horror and rap.
Yeah,
together.
Yeah,
I'll just say horror music in general because it really depends on the subgenre of the horror. Because like you could say with like more piano or maybe even opera or whatever you want to call, or maybe I don't know what other type of genre it is. I don't listen to
piano like it was a genre of music.
Well, I'm just saying, like just instruments.
Like if you had a country horror movie with a country music, I don't think that would work too well because it's all about getting my girlfriend back, getting my tractor back, getting my toothbrush back, that kind of shit. It probably won't really work. But if you have like metal working for
it, actually, wasn't what was that movie with Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney? In the bar,
Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. What that wasn't that country rock kind of they were playing in there when they were going off killing all them?
Probably.
Right, so that kind of works. But
I think, because there was a band playing.
Yeah, and they started playing that.
And it was like, when they turned into vampires, the one guy that had the standing bass, he was using a
whole body for the torso. Yeah, that was dope.
I haven't yet to see that. I'm gonna have to throw that in.
You never seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
You're not.
Oh my god!
That movie is fucking
the scene
great.
with Selma Hayek.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Selma
that.
fucking Hayek.
That alone is worth watching that movie.
That's
but
why
outside
I want
of
to see
that,
it.
the movie it's a good ass movie.
Sure, you're gonna start
I will
sweating.
make you my slave. Sorry, bitch.
Yeah.
He's gonna look like that meme with
What do you mean,
Jordan
like
Peele.
you're gonna make me? I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, that's a good
Holy
movie.
cow.
You gotta watch
Fine.
that movie's awesome.
All
You
right,
gotta watch that.
you guys talk me
Teach
into
Baron
it.
in the beginning
You
there.
got to watch
Fucking
We'll,
pussy.
we'll review it down in the near future. We'll review that one as well, guys. Don't worry. We'll have a few.
Yeah, that movie is
Quentin
awesome.
Tarantino sure wrote a nice script for himself. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, his acting in that. When he left, remember the part where he left and came back to the hotel room? You remember that scene?
He's a terrible actor.
Oh my god, yeah, but in that movie it works great though, because he's like a not
Idiot
all there kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, like when they had Homegirl in the
his
bathroom.
persona fits that movie so good, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my god. And then when he came back from the hotel room, he's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Holy shit!"
He can only play.
He did to that lady, dude. Oh my god, it was great. You gotta watch.
Tom Savini plays Sex Machine.
Yeah, Sex Machine. Yeah, the pistol, dude. Yeah, yo. Yeah,
who was to be
now
black?
You're gonna make me go watch that.
That was my dad.
You're gonna make me go watch that. Oh my god, that movie's fucking great.
I can't fucking wait.
Love that movie, dude.
The
sequels are not the greatest, but the first one's the best.
Quentin Tarantino had something to do with it, so that means there was a lot of feet in it, wasn't there? There's a lot of women's feet.
No.
There's one particular scene. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Oh, there's one particular scene with the feet.
Yeah.
With the blood.
Which one was that?
The alcohol coming down.
When she.
Oh, when he pours it. Yes.
Pours it down.
All right, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I know. I remember
that. So go ahead, Nedry.
The movie made me a man. Huh?
Go ahead. Just keep your hands up so we can see them, so we know you're not doing anything.
Her character, she's like doing like I wouldn't even call it a striptease because she doesn't get naked, but she's doing this dance scene, and then she like pours like champagne or something down her leg and down her foot, and then he's like sopping it off of her toes.
Yeah.
Fred Williamson. Fred Williamson, Matt, is a guy.
Fred Williamson,
Fred Williamson. I had to look it up because I forgot too.
Yeah, I'm like,
but he's good too. He's like, come on, Sex Machine. I was like, oh, they're about to fight. Yo, this is gonna be great. Yeah, that movie, dude. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch it now.
What about
I gotta watch it.
What about Bordello Blood? What are your guys'
review
thoughts on it?
Bordello Blood was good.
Love it. I have Corey Feldman's autograph on my 11x17.
You're welcome.
Met, what's her face? Oh, the redhead.
Yeah,
that was in Bordello.
That was when we met the first time, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I have her autograph on there too, and Phil, the little guy. Oh, I have his autograph on there too.
Okay.
And the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
John Kaiser was the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Bing bong.
Yo, funny story about that. When we were kids, he used to be terrified of that voice, and I used to be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And so,
afraid of a
but fast forward to when we went to Scaricon one year, and we met John Kaiser. It was that same year. And,
they were all there at the same time.
Yeah, they were all there.
I told him that story. So after I told him that story, he just talked in that voice for the rest of the time.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, at first he said to me in the voice, he said, "Thank you for letting me into your nightmares." And I'm like, yeah. That's cool. And then he was talking like, oh my god, I'll never forget that. That was awesome.
Like I'm a grown ass man and you're still creepy. Right. Stop talking, dude.
No, why are you scaring me, man?
That's hilarious.
It was one of those things where it was like, if it was the other way around, if I told Henry that still creeped me out, that's the first thing he's gonna do is make sure the guy knows this. Like that creeps him out, so I'm gonna make sure he knows it.
Oh boys.
Like when we met, what's her name? And I told her that you had a crush on her when we were kids.
Yeah, you did. Amy Steele.
Mm.
Did I say anything to Felissa Rose when we first met her about you being scared to come to the table or not?
I think so. Okay. And every time after that.
Next
month, actually.
Huh?
I'm going to bring the kids to meet her in a couple weeks.
Are you gonna be a man about it this time, or?
Yeah, I have to set a good example.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
See, kids, this is the lady that scared me when I was your age.
No, he wasn't their age. He was maybe 27 at the youngest.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even think he was that young though.
Wow,
Wow.
Oh man. Oh, listen.
that's great.
I don't know how many times. So we went to Scarecon one year, right? And we're getting our
You got
autographs.
your con scene way too late.
And we finally see Felissa Rose. What did you say? We got to the con way too late?
The scene, just the scene in general, like we missed so many good cons before that.
Oh yeah, live and learn though.
Yeah.
But anyway, and yeah, we missed a lot. But anyway, so Henry's like, yeah, I want to get her autograph. I was like, okay, cool, let's get it. I don't know how many times we walked past her table, because this guy was so damn shook and nervous to go talk to her, get her autograph, all nervous. It was embarrassing. We walked past mad different vendors' tables just looking at shit. No,
I'm like, yo, nah, come on, let's go. I was trying to convince you.
Who was this?
Felissa Rose.
The main character in Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, Sleepaway Camp. Okay.
Like, so, it was. You know what it felt like? It felt like, remember the times back in the day where you were scared to go talk. You were like a little nervous to go talk to a chick or get her number. It felt like that.
You were afraid because she had a dick in the movie.
Oh my God!
I had a crush on her. Oh, she has a dick.
Is that real?
Oh man!
And then fast forward a couple years later when I'm doing the panel, and then I said to Jonathan Tiersten,
yeah,
off mic, I go like this. I said he had a baby shrimp, and I said that to Zero, and they were talking about the guy that was the model.
Yeah, that shit was fucking funny. That show was fucking funny.
Well, he was drunk, and it was definitely like 9:00 in the morning.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah,
people had a good time. If we were at a con, it was a good time. It was the weekend.
Why I kept cutting him off, because I didn't want him to say something stupid.
Oh, look at you. That was nice of you. That was nice of you.
Let me do that.
There you go.
Yeah, I said I was a model for the character. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah.
You did.
And what made that even worse was I was like 7 years old when I watched that movie, and I had said that, so that was weird. Nobody should have laughed.
I was dying. Listen, man. Listen. You did that one and the Terrifier panel. Had to throw you on both of those shits.
Yeah.
You had to. For your first solo panels, you did good.
And I was sick.
Yep.
I had coronavirus for sure.
Probably.
Yeah, because that was in 2019, and then this shit happened in 2020, so yeah, maybe I did.
Yep.
My
bad. I had to check your travel log. I know you didn't go to where they say it came from, but...
According to South Park, it was Stan's dad and Mickey Mouse ran a train on a bat in an alley.
Oh, you were around there fishing?
It was a pangolin.
That's right. Then later they found out it was yeah.
And were you over there fishing?
I was fishing, kind of. Catch a fucking dragon or something.
Yeah.
That'd be some shit. Oh my God.
Jeff, you see my mounted sucker fish in the back?
No, I seen the other picture you sent though. I saw that one.
It's right there. Here, let me go get it.
Oh, right here. Right. Yeah.
You're one of the only people I know that can appreciate this.
Oh, check that shit out.
Bloop, bloop.
Nice.
Bloop, bloop.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. Nice.
You guys probably don't believe this, but what happened was he caught that one. I was out there and I did that for him, got it, all cleaned up and mounted and shit. Gutted it and, sealed it and concealed it, vertified it and all that shit.
Fucked it. I mean, stuffed it.
No. There's no fish fucking. I'm not into that. It's more a Henry's thing.
Come here,
and then I put it on the mount thing, and then he put it on the wall.
I'm not into interspecies erotica. It's not my thing.
No, he denied that, but he didn't deny me putting it together for him.
Gill mouth.
It is a sucker fish, right?
Yeah, it is.
Hey. Talk about a bottom feeder.
This guy. So it tosses your salad too?
Eating at bottom.
Ew.
Catch that, he licks his feet.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. There we go again. There we fucking go
Filthy
again.
animals.
But listen, seriously, people, if you haven't seen these two movies, Shocker and Leatherface, Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, you should definitely check them out. Honestly, they should be in the conversation. They should be in the conversation a little more than what they are, actually a lot more than what they are. Yeah, make sure you guys tune into Horrors or Sturdy. Make sure you guys tune into Popcorn and Pints tomorrow night at 9:00 Eastern Time. We are reviewing Highlander and Short Circuit. Ooh, that's gonna be a good time. But yeah, go check out You and Your Horror Movies as well, Matt's YouTube channel. He's always talking some dope horror shit. But we're gonna get out of here, guys. Have a great night. Oh fuck, no, we're not. I gotta spin the wheel. I gotta spin the motherfucking wheel. See what we're reviewing next Friday. What's that? You'll see.
Spin that shit.
I'm about to. I gotta pull it up real quick. I gotta pee like a dinosaur that doesn't trust dolphins.
What?
Go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the streams that you're used to.
You don't get it, Jeff? A dinosaur doesn't trust dolphins.
Nah, I don't get it. I don't understand that.
All right. Because there had to be a time when dinosaurs and dolphins were around at the same time.
Not dolphins that we know today, but
Oh, the Matchmakers. That's a good one.
Well, I was gonna say I like that cover art. That looks dope.
I never seen this.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool looking. Nice.
So we'll be reviewing that next week. Mask Makers.
Nice. If you feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, you'll probably will like this one too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you probably own it on DVD or Blu-ray or both.
I do have it on Blu-ray.
I was gonna say, you know, he's got the movie, yo. Mm-hmm. He does.
Fuck else would I have?
It's funny.
Man.
Someone can own hundreds of movies and know everyone. I probably have that. Yep, I got that one. You got this one. Yep, I got that one. They know like that. You know what I mean?
And I gotta purge it because I gotta make some room for more.
It's like a fun, funny insider with me and him though. I swear to you, I'll watch a horror movie. Go, Matt, I just watched so and so. Have you ever heard this or seen about this? And sometimes he won't respond right away because he could be busy or whatever. This motherfucker always, if he has it, he'll send me a picture of the Blu-ray. It'll be just like this with make sure his fucking hands in it. Take a picture of it, or take a picture with him smiling with it.
Yeah, we'll try to find ones that he hasn't seen.
Well,
Yeah,
so like the Helen Keller one I haven't seen, so you got me with that one.
With that.
Yeah,
I think I got him
like the hunt.
Miracles happen
2, maybe 3 times since I've known him. I'm gonna keep trying though. You gotta get him too, Jeff. Just throw shit in the group chat. Throw some movies. Matt, have you ever seen this? We're gonna get him.
I'll see what I can do.
You gotta jump him.
You might get me. Don't worry. I haven't seen everything.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You guys go check out the Video Store Clerks. Yo, you got to come on here on Sturdo Vision one of these nights, man. I'd love to have you on here, man. But have a great time. Any of you guys. Show love to all you guys. You know we have that fun on here and shit.
Mm-hmm. That man love.
Yeah. No Diddy.
Henry's gonna bring
no Meek either.
No Diddy.
Who's got the soft hands? I do.
Meek Mill was like, he is not doing himself any favors.
No. Sturdy will have the feet and he'll bring the sucker fish.
God. Nope. Sturdy ain't involved in none of that weird shit. I'll tell you this though, what Sturdy is involved in is we always got weird.
We already got weird.
We always make it weird. You know this.
He confused himself.
I know this. We all know this.
I respect it.
I will say this. We're going to get on out of here, guys. I hope you have an amazing night. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I will see you in your nightmares. Again, Popcorn and Pints tomorrow at 9:00 Eastern Time. Short Circuit and Highlander.
Oh, Short Circuit? That's my shit.
And,
the first one or the second one?
Numero uno.
Input.
So, adios, amigos. I'll see you in your nightmares.